Wow, the streets here are absolutely mental. I've never seen anything like it before. So to get an apartment for £35, very, very, very good value already.
This is like one of the famous things.
This area does feel a lot like Camden Town. If anyone's ever been to Camden Town, this is kind of what the vibe is. Very nice people. Here we are. Hello, 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 guys. We are in Osaka.
First morning.
Well, I've spent the whole yesterday saying we're in Tokyo to myself. We are not in Tokyo, we're in Osaka. And we landed last night.
First stop, yeah, we haven't done Tokyo yet.
We've just
decided to be alternative and started with Osaka.
We flew in from Seoul last night, and the journey was actually we flew in from Busan. We flew in from Busan last night.
Not from Seoul.
Not from Seoul, and the journey wasn't too bad. Oh, hey, in Tokyo. No, wait, we're not in Tokyo. Osaka, wrong city in Japan. First ever time. He's already got it wrong here. Yeah, first ever time in Japan. Here we are. Very, very excited. Let's have a look. Wow. Guys, this is the first ever time we are here in Japan. Very excited. We've just come from a flight from Busan in Korea. Giulia's already running off for the bathroom. This is the airport. Look at this. Very nice. I don't know what to expect. As we landed, it looked a little bit like England from outside, to be honest. I think I'm too used to Southeast Asian nations or Mediterranean countries. Mediterranean countries are always quite sandy and dusty. Right guys, we stepped into a little room section. I thought, why is everyone stopping here? It looks like it's a little train. I had no idea there was going to be a train here. Or a little shuttle. Look. Wow. Look at that sunset. It's an L-shaped ice. Yeah, it is. Everyone's queuing for here actually.
Looks interesting.
Wow, it's a big queue. Is it Saturday today?
Have you noticed everyone's got sun umbrellas even more than in Korea?
A lot of ladies queuing for something. Got to be good.
It's all girls, isn't it?
It's all girls. Is it a boy band or something? Was it what?
Skincare sale.
Skincare sale,
I think
yeah.
we should get
This is essentially our first day here. First impressions of Osaka. What it's like, what's Japan like. We've never ever been to Japan before. It's always somewhere we've dreamed of coming to. And finally we're here. Very excited. We're a little bit nervous.
I've seen a lot of American tourists.
Seen a lot of tourists, heard there's a lot of tourists. Heard there's a lot of problems with tourists, so we're a little bit nervous.
We try not to vlog in like crowded places, try not to get in the way of people.
Yeah.
Not be down, just be like... Try to be as respectful as possible. Just don't annoy people. There's
Of course.
a lot of Westerners here, isn't
There is a lot of Westerners. So guys, we flew in from Busan last night, and the journey actually from Busan was pretty good. It was only an hour and a half flight, and it was quite easy getting to Osaka. The problem is getting from the price is probably going to be cheaper than Korea, I imagine. Now, very excited so far. The people have been lovely, so helpful. The whole experience getting from Osaka airport to here wasn't actually too bad, was it?
No, it was.
Julie was really good.
Was at the airport, there's a few options. We got a bus, and I think it got to the centre from the airport. The airport is quite far out.
It is, yeah.
But it got to the centre of Osaka in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. In between buses, there's a lot of people getting it, so you might not get on the first one. But once you're on the bus, it's quite straightforward, and then you're in the bank in the centre.
Everyone was really helpful, then, weren't they?
Yeah, you can get trains anywhere.
The staff was super helpful.
No, we should go straight.
The staff was super helpful, and
there were people hanging around
to help.
outside the airport to help
That
you.
that doesn't happen. Let me tell you.
Asking where you need to go and directing you.
We did this in Korea, and no disrespect to Korea, but they don't have that in Korea, so you've kind of got to find it yourself. Here in Japan, they were helping you, directing you. One thing surprised me the most.
So it's a bit more set up for tourists
It is.
in that sense.
One thing that surprised me the most was the cost of transport here. Ticket cost us 1,800 per person. It came to 3,600 yen. We've got an Airbnb. I'll just flash up what the Airbnb looks like at the moment. It's quite petite, but it's not the smallest place we've ever stayed in. Actually, it's not. It's actually quite nice.
It's not a studio.
No, it's not a studio.
Separate bedroom, tiny bedroom, but actually not that small. I mean,
No.
you can open your bag.
There's plenty of
Peacefully.
space. There's plenty of space.
Then
It's
there's
just
a very tiny kitchen area.
It's quite a tiny
It's got
kitchen.
everything. It's got a laundry area with a washing machine.
Yeah.
Then it's got a toilet, bathroom,
Yeah.
separated the sink and shower. It's good.
She's not an estate agent, is she? So essentially, normal layout, but it's not that small. They always say online
Normal
and
layout.
videos online. You always see houses in Japan famously for being quite small, just because of everything being so compact. You know, cities like Tokyo, maybe Osaka, where people have to live in tight spaces. But actually, it's not actually that bad.
It's quite tiny.
It's a little bit dark in comparison to how Westerners, or when you're used to living in Southeast Asia where you get lots of sun and lots of sunshine into your apartment, it's a little bit darker, but completely amazing, like much better than I could have ever expected. And the price we're paying is about 35 quid a night, I think, or 40 quid a night, which is pretty good by the standards of Japan. I thought Japanese accommodation was going to be extortionate. I mean, we paid 18 quid or 18 pounds to get on a bus from Osaka airport to Osaka city. So you can imagine, the cost. I mean, it was about £9 or £10 each. So we thought the cost of maybe accommodation would be very high. It's not. It's very, very good.
It was actually I believe it was only £33 a night.
Really? Okay,
This
so as
place.
low as £33 a night, this place, which is amazing.
And it's, but the best thing is the location is super central.
Oh, we are.
You can pretty much walk everywhere. I'm not even sure we need that.
Look at where we are here. This is about a 5-minute walk from where we are from. You've already got some of the really nice kind of CBD kind of vibes, and Starbucks and 7-Eleven. Not that we ever go to Starbucks, but already you can see the kind of commercial vibes. A place like that in London would never exist. You'd be paying hundreds of pounds a night. You know, Airbnb in London might cost you a couple £100. So to get an apartment for £35, very, very, very good value already.
So we are about how long? How long have we been walking for? 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah.
10 minutes to Amerikamura, which is this famous area in Osaka that we're approaching just now.
Right.
And it's got, I think it's called Amerikamura because it's got a little reproduction of the Liberty statue.
Really?
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
Right.
So, and I think there's quite a few art spots. I don't know if that's why I can hear some Americans everywhere. Not too sure. Might be one of the reasons, but they say it's like a bit of a westernized area, but it's like super hip and.
Right. We took the metro last night for the first time. The price was actually quite good for the metro, the underground. It wasn't
I think
too
it was
bad.
under £1. We only did 2 stops though.
It's the metro or the transport in Japan is much more expensive than if in comparison to Korea. But actually, I think the value of accommodation and stuff here is probably better than it is in Korea. It's very good, very good. We also had dinner last night as well, and it can be quite hard to find food late at night sometimes, even in Korea, unless you're eating Korean barbecue. Here in Japan, it's fantastic. Places are open quite late. We went to a dumplings place last night. It was like dumplings and beer. And let me tell you, we had some amazing soft tofu. We had some amazing dumplings. We had some amazing
Aubergines, kind of like
aubergine.
Japanese salad style.
Yeah, we had edamame, all of that, and we had some nice beers like Sapporo and Asahi. Oh my gosh, fantastic, guys! And the meal cost us £26, which sounds like a lot, but we had a fair few beers, a fair few dumplings, and in the grand scheme of things, £13 each is phenomenal, because if you compare it to the UK, in England, if we ate somewhere like that, it would cost you way more. I mean, 2 beers would alone cost you £13 in a restaurant in London. So to get a whole meal and 2 drinks for 13 quid, I mean, that's pretty good. That is very good for today's standard. Amazing.
Very round.
So guys, look, already seeing some of the food options being offered, and we're already in like the commercial area now. Check that out. About 10 minutes from where we're from. In Korea, we were staying out in Gangnam, and we were nowhere near this. I mean, we were in the heart of Gangnam, but it didn't feel anything like this, you know. So the value of apartments and stuff like that in Japan is incredibly good. Or the deal we have is incredibly good. Already the Japanese fashion and aesthetic is already out. It's very good. They have quite like a loud and punchy style. It's a big flex kind of society, it looks like, in terms of streetwear and things like that. When you've been in somewhere like Korea, the colours are toned down a little bit. Clothing.
Yeah, the people walking around are still muted colours. This is just the stuff that's being sold.
Oh right, it's just the stuff being sold.
Yeah, look at the people. They're not wearing bright colours yet.
Yeah, but
I think Tokyo will be different.
It feels a lot like Camden. That is spot on by Giulia. This area does feel a lot like Camden Town. If anyone's ever been to Camden Town, this is kind of what the vibe is. Very nice. People are very nice, cool. There's an alternative kind of scene to it. There's a streetwear aesthetic. There's also a bit of a punky aesthetic.
Pat Giulia. I don't know where it is.
Oh, that's something that Giulia spotted about Japan, is that there's a big Italian culture in Japan for Italian restaurants. There's a lot of Italian restaurants, apparently. It's what Giulia was saying to me.
Yeah.
Or in Osaka, at least.
Looking at the map, all around us. I don't know, there was a large number of it, like probably more than anywhere else in the world I've seen. Yeah, there was a huge concentration of Italian restaurants. It's quite strange. So
guys, another first impression of Japan is the price of the produce. With fresh fruit and stuff like that. It doesn't sound like something normally people would comment on, but with vegetarians it's very important to us.
For 1 pineapple.
Yeah.
£3.99, £2.
That's pretty good.
Oh, kiwi for £2.99.
Do you want to? It's very good prices actually. They're not excessively high like they are in Korea. The prices are very good for fresh fruit and veg. Of course, they're a little bit on the expensive side, but that's the price of some of these more modern countries like Japan. You know, that you pay a little bit more of a premium for it. The similar vibe in the UK, where I'm from. Giulia's from Mediterranean, so it's a little bit cheaper.
The place we were looking at was probably the cheapest we'll find.
Really, you
in the
think?
country, because it was just like an independent fruit and veg shop. Like everything displayed outside, the kind of cheaper stuff you can find compared to big supermarkets, which are also cheaper than the small ones.
Guys, another super interesting thing that you'd be surprised about is where we're staying in Osaka. We're paying about £33 a night. And within about 800 metres or 1,000 metres, about a 10-minute walk, you're already at the Cartier stores. Let me tell you, anywhere across the globe, if you go to New York, if you go to the UK, if you go to any country across the globe, you will never live 10 minutes from a Cartier store, or D&G or Louis Vuitton like I'm seeing here, because if you lived 10 minutes from Louis Vuitton or anything like that, you would be paying a lot of money. You'd be seriously rich. It's called America Mura. So to be this close to this is amazing.
Direct link.
I've never seen. It's not like we shop here anyway, but.
Actually, not be fine of the streets.
Really, yeah.
They look the same everywhere. You look at these big shops, and it could be any country. It could be the West, it could be Asia. Look, This is supposed to emulate America, Brooklyn Parlor and stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah, interesting.
There's a square called New American Plaza or something. I don't know.
Right, so Giulia's made a really interesting point. So this area is apparently supposed to emulate America, the States.
Not emulate is the right word.
Or
Maybe just like
have
bit of a
similar
fusion.
theme, or yeah. There is definitely a streetwear scene here, and there's definitely some American themed restaurants. So maybe you're onto something. So guys, it is a Saturday afternoon here. Wow, look at this car. Wow.
Oh wow, it's a weekend. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
It's a Saturday afternoon here, guys, so it's a little bit busy. But what's really fascinating about Osaka so far is you'll get all these shops and you'll think, wow, Japan's really moved on from the modern world and from its traditional world. But look at this. You'll get this in the middle of the city. And it's a stark reminder how, or just a real clear reminder how, traditional and cultural Japan really is. And it kind of retains that as well. It has the modern feel, but it also retains some of its culture as well. It's amazing. But right now, guys, we are heading for some food. We're going to eat. And we've...
Look at this big dragon here. There's two.
Oh, yeah.
There's one stand.
So there you go. So guys, value of food can be a little bit higher in certain places. You look at coffee, $3.25 for a coffee in pounds. So 6.50 yen. So yeah, I think it's just a little bit of a tourist area. We ate last night at a place, and there was only one man serving and cooking. He did everything. It was just a one-man band, wasn't it?
About 4 tables inside.
4 tables
super
inside.
Tiny.
Super tiny, super cute. Yeah.
Very characteristic.
Mm.
It was just opposite our place.
It was.
What a find.
It was. Oh, they've got Family Mart here, guys, as well. Which is global check. Ah, they have tables and stuff inside of the stores as well.
Yeah, it's like
So,
in Korea.
so interestingly enough, this is quite commonplace here in East Asia. Is you've got Korea, you have a convenience store scene. Here too, there seems to be a convenience store scene where people can eat in the convenience stores and get convenience food. Never seen any of the food yet, so we need to see what they are offering. But yeah.
We went into this Family Mart last night, but I think the convenience food was pretty much run out because it was about 12 maybe. It's quite late.
There's another queue here. I wonder what they're filming for. They're queuing for.
Go down there. Maybe some of the shops.
So far, everyone we've interacted with has been super nice. I've seen a few faces here. Some people's faces aren't so friendly in certain places. I just caught eyes with a guy who looked really unfriendly. Might be because the camera's out. These have unfortunately got like a big wave of tourists that keep hitting them, and I think naturally, country has gone a little bit west with its reaction. I think the media push out, over tourism and things like that, and it kind of creates a little bit of a division between tourists and locals, which can be quite difficult because then you get this kind of perception of tourists being very annoying and which isn't good. But so far everyone is super nice, so I cannot say that anything like that has had an effect on the Japanese themselves. They're very sweet people, very accommodating, and yeah, it's great. Nice. Oishii. Wow, look at this, guys. So much veg as well. Do you want some of the veg?
Where's yours? What is this? Soy milk?
I have no idea where we are, but this street is pretty mental.
It's the most famous area in Osaka.
Oh, is it? This is This is like one of the famous streets.
No, it's not the famous area.
Dotonbori. I'm glad we've got someone who knows what they're talking about.
No, it's a party
Ah.
So the bars we need to.
Right, get you. So at night it's probably lights up, I imagine, huh?
Yeah, it's probably quite colourful. I mean, it's quite colourful now, but it's probably quite cool at night because you have all the signs lit up.
Guys, wow, the streets here are absolutely mental. I've never seen anything like it before. Just phenomenal. Just like something you've never ever seen before. Everything's so loud and big and punching, big colours. It's like, it's actually better than what I could have imagined, this place. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, you're impressed.
Well, yeah, it's not anything I've seen before. After coming from Korea, I was like, I guess maybe everything's going to look like this. And I just dreamt it was, well, I just thought it was just going to be amazing. But it's actually quite over the top.
Yeah, we like the blue street there actually.
Guys, the streets here are absolutely crazy, aren't they? Just absolutely mental to look at. It's just so much to take in. It's just like, just a huge mix of modern, traditional, and super overwhelming, isn't it? Hugely overwhelming. We were just in a technology shop. My God.
We were there for 2 hours. It wasn't even just technology. It was like 7 floors or stuff.
Bro.
Anything.
Well, I've never seen so many SD cards or memory sticks and all sorts of things. Man, it's just like mental. Just like nothing I've ever seen before.
They had any kind of object you can think of.
Even cosmetics and stuff, didn't they? They had everything actually.
Suitcases and anything remotely useful. You never even.
You don't even have to leave the store in these places. It's like it's just 7 floors of just stuff. It's crazy. Literally have everything. Mental. Look at bloody physical Amazon. In the UK we use Amazon so much, it's got everything on there. It's like when you go to one of these stores, it's like being in a physical Amazon because you've got so much stuff that you can just literally select and pick up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite tiring though, no? It's like the museum fatigue thing.
Guys, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it's just like mental. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, I wanted to come to Japan and be like, it's just alright, you know, but I'm kind of like overwhelmed how kind of like crazy and exciting it is. It's just like nothing you've ever seen before.